Hey guys, how's it going and thanks for coming. I'm Nick and this is Real Life Money. Don't forget to subscribe. So in this video, it's going to be a flip-flop of my last video because it seemed like a lot of people loved it. So the last video went over 30 dumb purchases. And I actually like making that video. So we're going to do 30 smart purchases for this one. So if you do want to see that other video, I'll leave a link in the description. If you want to list some of your smart purchases in the comments before even acknowledging what I'm about to say, you can do that. I also have a list in the description if you just want to skim through that. If you don't have too much time to see my pretty face, go right ahead, but I'll be right here. Number 1, retirement accounts. If you have it at a job, take the 401k. If you're already doing that, you could set up a Roth IRA on the side. Number 2 is a used car because new cars are too expensive. We talked about dumb purchases like leases. I will fight you to the end of time of saying how bad leases are, and that's why used cars are the way to go. Number 3 is credit cards. What? Yes, for those wise people that know how to handle them. So you could get those cash rewards when you sign up, and you could also get that cash back for every single purchase. No paying interest, no annual fees. Make credit card companies hate you like they hate me. Number 4 is kind of weird, but I just heard of it and I thought it was really interesting and I still have to get it, is silicone windshield wipers. The normal windshield wipers just break apart relatively quickly. When you get these types of windshield wipers, they actually last for a much longer time. I did learn this from Scotty Kilmer. He has another YouTube channel going over like car stuff. He's a mechanic, so he knows his stuff. He talks about some auto body shop actually doesn't sell them because they work so well. So they're not going to sell as much as the regular ones. Interesting to know. Number 5 smart purchase that some people might not agree with is a gym membership. I'm saying this for a couple different reasons. So you could get mentally fit as well as physically fit. So you could actually enjoy your life. So you're actually being energetic instead of just sitting on your butt doing absolutely nothing, which is possibly you right now. So number 6 smart purchase would be a house or a property, because yes, they do appreciate over time, and it could also be a rental property. If you rent it out to a tenant, gives you rental income passively. You don't have to do anything, you just collect that rent check. Number 7 smart purchase is having a nice suit or just nice clothes in general, because we all judge each other. If you dress to impress, people are going to take you more seriously, more professionally, especially if you have like interviews and stuff like that. Everyone needs a suit, and if you're not using a suit, you're probably not doing something. Number 8, I think great investment that we could all use is a passport. Explore the world. If you're only isolating yourself to your country, then you're basically isolating your life. You should really understand what other places are living like, because chances are they're doing something better than we are. Number 9, of course, I have to include is buying groceries instead of going out to restaurants. Much cheaper, healthier, and you could be a gourmet chef and impress people that you might not even like, but you could actually cook on your own. Number 10 smart purchase is subscribing to this channel. Just kidding, it's a free channel, so you should subscribe anyway. Well, the real number 10 smart purchase is a bed. We sleep in beds hours upon hours every single day, and if you have a garbage bed, you're gonna feel like garbage throughout the day, especially with your back, your neck, and everything like that. It's all attached. So if you're not getting a good night's sleep, you're gonna look it. Number 11 would be water thermoses, or like water bottle, like reusable water bottles. So you could take those along wherever you go, so you stay hydrated. You don't have to pay for water bottles all the time. And trust me, it just works. We all need more fluids. I'm not talking alcohol. That is not gonna be on this list. Number 12, if you're looking to diversify a little bit, more of like an investment, could be gold and silver. They've been around for centuries, they hold their value, and if you want to be a little bit more risk averse, you know, if you're not trusting the markets or whatever, you could preserve your wealth by purchasing silver or gold, then possibly burying it in your walls or backyard. Number 13 is a great idea that I think a lot more people should actually do, is actually purchasing a calendar or an organizer to plan your actual day. So you could actually organize so you actually know what you're doing. You write down your goals so you stay on track. It seems like it just wouldn't work. It seems simple and it won't help at all. But just because we're humans and we're weird, when you actually write something down, it just focuses you, and this could definitely help you out. So you could structure your life a little more. This one right here I actually got from Target for only $5, so I could shake hands, kiss babies, and record YouTube videos just for you as scheduled. Number 14, kind of going along with this writing down, is a journal. I've been doing this as well because this could help you get your thoughts out of your head and on paper. Again, to focus a little bit more, and you can write down your goals so you can actually see them, view them, and go for them. Don't knock it until you try it. Number 15 is books, and this could range from anything to anything. Could be self-help, could be finance, or it could be something that you just find interesting. We should really be learning every single day, and if we're not moving forward, we're moving backwards. Number 16, because of course millennials are watching, that we have to enjoy experiences over things. Now we have to do this wisely. Don't just like have all these different experiences costing you tens of thousands of dollars when you can't afford them. But generally speaking, we should definitely enjoy experiences because it builds memories instead of just buying something that decays, rots, and blows up in like within a year. So we talked about younger generations. Now let's talk a little bit about older generations. Is if you are a parent, for number 17, is life insurance. If you have people depending on you to live and support themselves with money, you probably need life insurance. Now it's kind of betting against yourself, and hopefully nothing happens, but God forbid if something does happen, you are protecting your loved ones. You could do this in a cheaper way than other ways. I have heard that term is cheaper than whole. So definitely look into what's better for you, but insurance, especially watching out for your loved ones, is important. Number 18, which I believe a lot of people don't talk about, I guess because it's a little morbid, but hey, it's gonna happen. We're all gonna hit the dust someday, guys. So this is wills or trusts. When you die, if no one has any idea what you want after your time of what you want your money to do, where you want it to put it, or what to do with it, then no one will know. You need to write it down in a will or trust. You probably have to go through like lawyers to do that, but no one likes talking about that. They don't like that type of idea or that unknown of what could happen afterwards. It's gonna happen. You can't run from it. You should just prepare. Moving on to a little bit more happy topic. Number 19 is stocks or a diversified portfolio. So you could really buy anything in the stock market. You could go into actual companies, large cap, medium cap, small cap. You could go into real estate. You could go into international. But over the long term, if you bet against America, now whether the future is going to change or not, we're not really sure. But overall, companies tend to do very, very well over time because they want to grow, they want to make more money, and they produce more. So if you own part of that business, you could take some of those gains with you. Number 20, or 20, whichever way that is a CPA, or a certified public accountant. I think that's what it stands for. It's an accountant. That season is coming up relatively quickly, and if you get a good accountant, they could actually save you more money than what you pay them. Now 21, I think, is very important because no one really talks about it. And if you wish, you could always try it out, but it's a therapist. People might think that you're crazy if you go to the therapist, but mental health is actually so much more important than anyone even talks about. So when you have the right mindset, because everyone's situation is different. Your situation is different than mine. And unfortunately, we're sometimes blind to our own blindness. So if you could actually talk like a normal human being should communicate, which is very complicated, to really go through this, and I think it could definitely help a lot more people than you might think. And if you got this far, by the way, I really appreciate it. That means a lot. But number 22 is or are seminars. Word of caution, you can learn a lot from seminars. I'm not saying they're scams or anything, but just be wary that some possibly might be. And all the answers are really, or most of the answers are inside you already. You just have to go out and do it. So you can learn a lot from seminars, but don't overdo it. Don't go to like dozens of seminars, just spend thousands and thousands and do nothing about it. Number 23 I'm putting out with like a quadruple asterisk footnote on is college. Now, I'm not a huge fan of college, but you can use it to your advantage. Now, of course, if you're going for a higher position, you know, really like doctors, lawyers and stuff, you need a college degree. In some industries, you need a college degree for the job. But in a lot of cases, you actually don't. So really view what you want to do, and if college works, invest in it. If it doesn't, don't. In a cheap way, of course. You could always do in-state public instead of out-of-state private, which costs like triple the amount. Number 24 I had to add just because I'm obsessed with it. I think it's a fantastic deal. You need to grab it while it lasts. 4 for $4 from Wendy's. You get a drink, sandwich, fries, and nuggets, all for $4. You simply can't beat that, and I gotta tell the world. Number 25 is buying time. If you're able to spend a little extra money to save you with some time, sometimes it's worth it, because you can never get time back. You could always get money back. Number 26 is vacation. Now, we should all relax a little bit. Don't overdo it. Don't take too much, because we do have to work hard. But in between, we just have to relax and enjoy life a little bit. A lot of people actually have their like vacation time expire and don't enjoy it at all, when we should. No matter what the company says, your life is more important than any job out there. Sorry to say it, but you're more important than a lot of things. Number 27 is form-fitting clothes, which this shirt probably isn't the best example. But kind of going back to the suit idea, when you just look right, people see you in different ways. They perceive you different ways. It's more professional, and it also gives you confidence. If you look good, you feel good, you're actually able to do more things that you normally could. And if you like the clothes, you would probably keep them longer so you could save money in the long term. Number 28 smart purchase for you business owners are probably business cards. So if you're out and about, you know, if you're just talking to someone and it just might click that your business could help them out, get business cards. They're pretty cheap. I saw one, I believe it was like Got Print or something like that. It was like $8.50 for 500. I know there's Vista Print out there. It's all relatively cheap to get a bunch of business cards. Number 29 are assets in general. When you buy things, that's what rich people do. They buy something that appreciates over time, and that's how they get richer. You could take all the money in their world away from them, they will recreate it. So buy things that increase in value over time. And last, but certainly not least, number 30, which I believe a lot of people don't actually think about, is donating. And this is like a mental psychological type of thing. When you give something, and it doesn't only have to be money, by the way, you can give time. But when you give, it's just more meaningful and something bigger than yourself to help someone else. And it just stays with you so much longer. If you actually end up buying something, you're happy for a day. If you give something to someone, don't overdo it. You don't have to make it, give $1,000. No. You could do something small, and it could actually increase your joy in the world much more than buying that thing. Which is why we should all love each other a little bit more, care more, and actually help each other out. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. What are some smart investments or purchases that you made? Or do you not like some of the ones that I brought up? So thanks so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one.